Hello dogs and puppies, I'm Rusty and welcome to Elite Dangerous Odyssey. No, wait. Yeah, close enough. Yes, update 10 is with us. Ooh, update 10 is with us, so we're going to have a brief look at it today. Did I say brief? Yeah, brief. So, hope you're going to join me, and I don't have anything planned, so we'll take it as it comes. And yes, we will be checking out frame rates. And all I can do is compare it to what I used to get. So we will soon see. The frame rate details will be made visible very soon. Yeah, so I think we need to get out and visit the concourse in a second. So let's see who is joining me today and where you're all from. Tell me where you're all from. Right, so Ziloga, is that right? Ziloga. Welcome to the stream, sir. If you're not a sir, then forgive me. I do assume sometimes. Thomas Hughes, TB, hi Thomas, welcome. Roger Pocket, hi Roger. Out cold. Yeah, well, in these temperatures you would be. Andy K, hey Andy K, how you doing, matey? Who else we got? Jeff Hartley, hi Jeff, how are you? Nice to see you here. Mr. Morbitz, hi Mr. Morbitz, how are you, sir? And Steve Zodiac, welcome back, I should say. Yep, Zaloga, I will be trying out the frame rates. Kind of interested to see. Going to be running through very briefly a couple of items on the patch notes. See what we have. I didn't know what to expect. I wasn't expecting update 10 at all until SMM announced it. Sorry, Sally Morgan Moore, SMM, SMM, whatever. Until she announced it a few days ago, and I thought, okay. So I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what was coming. And when I saw the patch notes, I don't know, I guess I expected a bit more, being as it's number 10. But it hasn't been that long since number 9, so there's a few optimization fixes, which, if it's improved things decently, then I'm happy with that. That's fine. And bug fixes, that's cool. That's fine. We will see. Mark G. Hey, Mark. How are you? And welcome to the stream. Simondo Psycho. Hi, Simondo. How are you, sir? Happy Shrapnel. Hey, Happy. How are you? Zork 888. Or Zork 888? Oh, your PC is down. Oh, dear. Well, hopefully you'll get that sorted. Yeah, and it doesn't cost too much to get it fixed. Anyway, if anything, tell it a joke. Tell what a joke? I don't know. I got told a joke today. Why don't bears like wearing shoes? Because they prefer bare feet. Now that was told to me by a 7-year-old, so that was pretty funny. I thought it was funny. Anyway, never mind. Commander Gypsy! Hey, Commander Gypsy, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Commander Budman, one and only. Hello, Commander Budman. Yes, back again, definitely. Is it you, or does the dash look more shiny? I don't know. Nothing stands out. Let me turn off the heads up. Okay, I can't turn the heads up off. Hold on. There we go. I don't know, man. Really no idea. Maybe. I'll have to look at another live stream and find out. Yeah. Michael Raphael Northrengard. Oh, please tell me that's your real name. That is... If I had that name, I'd be walking around telling everybody what it was. I love it. It's brilliant. Yes, hi Michael, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Vanny, Danny, hey Vanny, welcome to you. Yeah, welcome everybody. All right then. Let's get the old FPS stuff, info, GPU, CPU, blobs on the screen. And we're currently sitting at 63 frankfurters per second. So hold on. I just want to make sure that my graphics setting has no frame capping on it, because we don't want that. Okay, so we don't have a frame limit. We've got vertical sync off. We're good to go. All right. So, oh, unfortunately, it's not North Garden. Hey, well, that's cool as well. But Northrengard sounds awesome. I presume that's the translation. That's brilliant. Yeah. Well, Sebastian, that is true in a way, but it also means that if and when it comes out for console, you'll be straight in at update whatever number it is at the time. So you won't have to go through all of these bugs and de-optimized code that we've all had to suffer. Anyway, so without further ado, let's do some bark. So yeah, I have not streamed Elite Dangerous for a little while, just due to bad sleep patterns really. I've been waking up at weird hours, going to bed at weird hours, and yeah. Guys, this is this. I don't know if I've just noticed this or what, but I remember in Odyssey Alpha. Okay, in Odyssey Alpha, when you used to run, there was this bobbing. There was none of this bobbing, but they had arms that were moving left and right, and you could see the arms coming up as you ran. Oh, there they are. Okay. I couldn't see them because it was on the dark floor. There you go. Right, sorry, ignore me. Two things Elite Dangerous will never, Frontier will never fix. Anti-aliasing and instancing. We just have to accept that in life. Yeah, so also, hey Flexible Knot and Commander Fascio and Paul Saba, welcome everybody. Yeah, I don't know how long your wait's going to be, Seb. Hopefully the console isn't going to be too long. It'd be nice if they could give... I can't move. If they could give some news on it. Okay, so I'm running a Nvidia 2080 Super, and I can tell you what my frame rates used to be up here, which was around mid-50s. Right there, mid-50s. So, not really any improvement for me, but I'm not running any of this FSR, whatever it's called. I'm not running that. So maybe, I know Happy Shrapnel said that he had a frame rate increase, quite a drastic one, but I don't know whether you're running FSR or not. So, The optimizations then to update 10 are looking at or through glass, cockpit glass, galaxy and system map functionality, avatar decals, forward lit VFX, planet fine textures, shadows, and emissive rescaling. Those have been optimized. That's a decent list. But I don't think, I mean, okay, settlements do have glass, but kind of when you're in a cockpit, you're sort of surrounded by it everywhere. So for me, the frame rate, what you get in the concourse, isn't really the thing for me. It's what it's going to be like on the bases. But right now,
someone with a good aim to run a job.
Sugar.
Is that you?
Right now, I don't know. She looks like, is it Servalan from Blake 7? Anyway, yeah, I don't notice anything better than before. However, let's pop into the graphics options a moment. Aquatic Borealis. How you doing, man? No FSR, just bog standard Frontier old school settings 1440. Right, so the only difference, obviously, you've got a better CPU than me. You've got the 9th gen i7, and you have a 2080 Ti, where I've got the 6th gen CPU and a 2080 Super. But I'm not really noticing anything. Right, so let's check out the super sampling. We'll just change it over to FSR and super sampling set to quality. See what that makes in terms of any differences. I can see immediately that the rendering quality is less and the frame rates, they're more or less the same, so why would I take crappy or less quality rendering settings? Let's go ultra quality. I want to turn that down a little if I can. If it'll let me. No? No. I think I'm banned. Okay. I'm wondering then if there's just one magic setting I can change somewhere which will suddenly boost the frames.
No, I'm not describing 3 different ships. I'm talking about...
Yeah, I think as well you can see that the load, there was quite a load on the CPU there. It was hitting 99 for a while. Now it's settled back into 70s, 80s, 90 now. Okay. Well, I'm going to go back to standard setting because I find that to be the better quality over this AMD. Back to normal. Super sampling at 1. No, I want to leave that shadow quality high because anything less than high, the shadows just look insanely bad. I think when I get down to the base settlements, I'm going to witness the same frames as before, and I don't see this is going to really do anything as long as it's not any worse. God, it was working fine after a week. My God. I know these phones can be underwater for quite a while and survive, you know, being underwater, but I didn't know that it would work, you know, for a week. What kind of fun was it? You might want to send that to them or mention it to the manufacturers. And maybe they'll send you a new one. Oh, iPhone Pro Max 12. Yeah, contact Apple. Although Yeah, so that means you got all your pictures and stuff back, which is good, right? I'm assuming you got all those back? Yeah. Wow.
In the interest of facilitating the flow of
Amazing.
traffic, visitors
Good for Apple then. The phone must be well built to survive that. I thought you were going to tell me that the screen was frozen. Sorry, bad one. Why is the option screen? What do you mean? Why is the graphics option screen still on it? Oh, I guess because those menus may be capped. Anyway, if we're going to go down somewhere, we may as well have a reason to go. Now, when I closed down Elite Dangerous last time I was on it, I was at Notoriety 1, and I launched Elite Dangerous about 10 minutes before the stream started, and within that time, it had gone down to 0. So, that's kind of cool. I think I am 80% sure that I came here because it also had an interstellar factors. So, yeah. Let's see if it does, so I can take off my bounties and, you know. Right. It would be nice if we could find. God, there's a lot of look at these. Someone does not like the Kungi family. Personally, I couldn't give up. Sorry, not going to finish that joke. Right, couldn't give a monkeys. There you go. Crimson Rats. Nothing for criminal factions or eliminate the criminal faction members. Threat level 5. I thought that was going to say pharmaceutical isolators. Yeah, maybe not a level 5. Are these criminals, these Kungis? Yeah, they are. Eliminate 8 members of the criminal faction. Search for targets in settlements controlled by the Kungi family. Doodle-doo. Sorry. Let's not do those then. Yeah, they are criminal factions. But I don't want to do search for targets. I want to go to a specific place. Wow, did I pick the wrong? Maybe there's a mission giver that'll do this. $63. Yeah. Yeah, you might be right, Andy. But those, don't forget, those 1080 Ti's, they can still rock. They're still pretty damn good. Minion Blob. Hey, Minion. Paul Saber says I have a 3080 Ti. Nice. Don't get better frame rates, but it's playable. Wow. That's kind of strange. Maybe it is CPU limited then. But I mean, my CPU isn't pushed to its limit. But maybe it is CPU limited somehow.
Feel about getting some target practice, Ender. I hope this goes better for you than the last person I sent.
Yeah, it's a one person kill. Okay. Let's just what's the details? My God. Oh, we'll just do it anyway.
I should have guessed you'd want more.
Okay, I'm friendly. I'm gonna risk this one.
I think the original offer was more than generous, don't you?
Okay.
Fine. But if you know
Screw you then. I'll go somewhere else.
I'm looking for someone with a gun to put something right. It was always going to end this way.
Wow. Wow, there's a lot happening in Kungi lately. Okay, what are you paying? Not much. Okay, I'm in, whatever.
Thank the skies I met you today. Good luck with the job.
Thanks. Right, let's get the hell out of here and go and check out some base frame rates. Unless, of course, this doesn't take us to a base. It might take us to a POI or something. I don't know. Hey, Adam, what can I do with POI NPCs? I don't know, shoot them? I don't know. I don't know specifically what you mean. What type of POIs? I've made some, well, actually, sometimes I make changes in the Nvidia control panel, but I think I'm using, certainly in the Nvidia control panel, I have VSync set to fast, and I think it's ambient occlusion setting. I have it set to performance. So I have tweaked a couple of things in there, but I don't know how much of a difference that makes. Why am I sitting at 30 now? When we started the stream, I was sat in here and we were at 60. Now I'm down to 30. So that could be down to the VSync in Nvidia control panel that's controlling that. I'm going to check it out, guys. I believe it can be changed on the fly, so I'm going to launch the Nvidia control panel and see. See, now the frame rate's going back up again. Let me see if I can disable VSync inside of the Nvidia control panel. Oh, actually it's set to use the 3D application setting. Well, I don't believe I've got a separate profile for Dangerous. So I'm going to switch it to off and click apply. I think that's done. And I just want to make sure that I don't have, I'll tell you what, I don't know why, but Nvidia control panel is very slow and laggy. Bear with me, guys, while I just check to, I want to double check that I don't have a separate profile for Elite Dangerous. Because if I do, it's going to override what I've just done. So just bear with me a moment while it populates the program list. Hey, Zontar and Grey Holland and Gabriel Soika, Gabriel. I say Gabriel because I spent so many years near Spain. But yeah, if it's Gabriel, forgive me. Grey Holland and Zontar, hey guys. Right, so Microsoft Flight Simulator, I know that's got its own. Where's Elite Dangerous? Here we go. So that's Elite Dangerous 32.exe. And VSync option is use global setting. Yeah, it does not have its own profile. So now we are on no VSync with, yeah, vertical sync is now off. Just check. Ambient occlusion is off. Okay, I'm going to change that to performance, which is probably worse because that means I'm enabling it and then telling it to switch into performance mode. Yeah, there are a few things that you can do in the Nvidia control panel which can help. Certainly I've gone through this with Flight Sim by watching videos and people saying these are good settings to try and stuff like that. changing the shader cache size. Okay, let's leave it there. I don't want to change too much. And we know that we want to go to Kongi. Oh, you may have to refresh it, guys, but I've put a link to the patch notes in the video description. So if you don't see it, you will need to refresh. So, yeah, last week,
Clear the landing pad. Regulate speed until hours.
my sister messaged me and told me that Rusty, the doggy, was very seriously ill. And I thought, oh, you've got to be kidding me. Not after Riley so soon. And he had to go to the vets. He was not well at all. I had to lift him into the car because he was like a rag doll, couldn't. Yeah. And he was just sick and everything. So my sister said that he was, like the vet said, it was going to be a 50-50 whether he was going to make it through that night. I was trying to find out what was wrong, whether it was something he ate, which we think might be something he ate, or a virus or something, I don't know. But he's 2 days later, he was back home, and he seems to be, last news I got was he's eating and pooing, so his cycle is okay. If he's got an appetite, then he's sort of on the mend. He's limping because he had a drip in his paw, one of those needle drip things in his paw, because he wasn't drinking and he was dehydrated. And I don't know, I think he tried to get it out and he's done his paw in. But he's limping. He can't yet climb upstairs or get onto a bed or anything. He can't do that. So he has to be carried up and down, but he seems to be on the mend. So, yeah. So I got that news last week, which was, yeah, but he's okay, thankfully. But yeah, that would have not been cool. Oh, really? I really need to pay attention more to mission details. Yeah, dogs are tough. I mean, they tend to go quiet. I mean, Riley went really quiet. I mean, he is anyway. Riley was, I should say, quiet, but he must have been suffering at the end quite a bit. But yeah, Rusty was not good. And yeah, I don't know. We don't know what it was. I think my sister's still waiting for the blood test results to come back. I haven't spoken to her today, so I don't know. I think she just recently finished paying off Riley's vet bill. Now she's got Rusty's one. She says, but I don't care. To hell with it. Yeah, I mean, dogs are part of the family, aren't they? Yeah. He'll be alright, I think. He seems to, like I say, he seems to be on the mend, so good. I just wish I could go down and see them. Yeah, it is aquatic. Hey, freaky deaky dude, how are you? The improvements on the new update. Well, Ratstar, I've got the... If you look at the video description, the patch notes are there. You can take a look at those. I don't really want to go through them all, but they've apparently made some optimizations. I can tell you in Super Cruise, before update 10, I was hitting easily over 100 frames per second, into the 120s sometimes. Now I'm just about hitting that. So I'm not really noticing any increase yet. And if we arrive at the base, if it is going to be a base and it is ARM's hub, if the frame rates are going to be 20s to mid 30s, then nothing to report here for me in terms of extra frames. Why did I take on this mission? It cost me $1 million in Super Cruise fuel. It's not worse, Zaloga. No, it's not worse. Not really. I mean, if I was getting 120, 130 frames per second in Super Cruise and now I'm getting 100, I really don't care. I don't care. It's fine. 100's fine. It's when it starts going from, you know, maybe you had 35 before and now you're getting 23. That's not fine. That's not acceptable. But clearly, the results, what's the phrase? Your mileage may vary. It's going to very much depend on your setup. And even then, you might have two people with the same CPU and GPU, and they might be getting different results because there's different graphic settings in the game. You have different settings in Nvidia control panel. You may have an AMG? That's Mercedes. Sorry. Car brain can't switch off. You may have an AMD. What the hell? I was watching a video today about a Mercedes AMG GTS, and yeah. Right, so what was I saying? Oh yes, you may have a AMD card, so, or an AMD CPU. But there have been times in pre-update 10 where I was getting less than 100 frames per second in Super Cruise, and there was times in that same update when I was getting into the 120s. So I don't know whether it varies from system to system or whatever. But yeah. So let's have a look then. What else we got? Rendering. An issue causing artifacting on the local view in the system map was fixed. Okay. Are they talking about when you go to the system map and it looks like it hasn't quite rendered in properly and then you have to wait a second or two? I don't know if that's what they mean. Stability and instancing crash was fixed. Well, that's quite vague, but okay. A crash. Oh, they've written a crashing. Okay, a crashing we will go. A crash when entering Super Cruise following a low wake was fixed. A crash caused by jumping into the permit-locked HIP 54530 system was fixed. On-foot actions will now update the codex as expected. On-foot ranks will now display their animation within inbox messages. Rank animations will no longer display as a tier lower than intended. And stars will no longer flash brightly in VR. The Asterope system will resume featuring signal sources. Asterope, isn't that Thargoid stuff? Polyporous growths on brain trees can be splattered once again. An issue with teammate navlock was fixed. Deposit fragments will no longer get stuck inside asteroids. And damage values on thermal conduits have been corrected to scale with ship heat between 90 and 150%, capped at 160. As for AI, well, AI will spawn at POIs in multi-crew as expected. Omnipol corruption was addressed. Their mission givers will no longer assign illegal missions. Decreased NPCs can... Sorry, I always read it as decreased. Go backwards. Forwards. Deceased NPCs can be scanned once again at offline settlements. Hostile ships will once again appear as such on the radar. Yay! Good. I'm glad they fixed that one. I think that was the case of hostile ships not showing up in red, I believe. Here's one. Terminals are no longer obstructed in Shinrata Desra. Well, I don't know if they mean Jameson Memorial, but I didn't see anything in there. Yeah, and there's some stuff here which I've never witnessed. Mining extractors no longer display flashing black squares. I don't think I ever saw that. Deceased NPCs will no longer cover the reactor console, preventing interaction. Yeah, can you imagine you shoot them and they'll go, I'm gonna die over there instead. Give me a second. Brilliant. An issue when running with the cutting tool was fixed. Okay. SRV helm audio will no longer be replicated across crew members. What else? I'm missing some of the stuff out. Gold and black paint jobs were adjusted. Azure paint jobs. Ember paint jobs were adjusted. Midnight black paint jobs were adjusted. In what way? It doesn't say. Kimura. Is Kimura a move in mixed martial arts? Kimura? Anyway. Isn't it Jiu-Jitsu or something? I don't know. Anyway, sorry. Gravity will be re-enabled at Guardian sites so that caskets no longer float. And this is meant to be tongue-in-cheek, I suppose. A quantum physics issue allowing multiple players collecting the same item was fixed. That's meant to be funny, apparently. Yeah. Lots to do about pirate states and factions and stuff. And a few things in Horizon. Okay. So yeah, that's more or less it. I have no idea about the scope on the laser rifle and the lesser zoom pole, so I can't confirm it. No, it's not, Ratstar, it's not that I haven't felt anything new, it's just that I haven't felt increase in frame rates personally. But I know other people have, so... But I've only just started, I've only just left the station, so... You know, I was getting enough frames per second in the concourse anyway, and in Super Cruise anyway. The only thing that matters to me in terms of performance is I want better frames per second when I'm at the bases. And if they can get me into the 40s, I'm not greedy, get me into the 40 frames per second, maybe even hitting 50 frames per second. I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. Anything on top of that, for me, is a bonus. If they can just give me an extra 10 over what I was getting before. Have Frontier been quiet? No, I don't know. I don't think so. When they say the gold and black, Freaky, are they talking about a gold one and a black one, or are they talking about a livery that is gold and black on the same livery? Okay, we are approaching the Kimura, which I still believe is a either Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu move or something like that. I think it's something where you actually, it's Kimura arms. I think it's where you take somebody's arm and you twist it until they tap out and say, I'm done. Oh, they haven't live streamed. That might be a good, well, I was going to say it might be a good thing because it might be they're just super busy. Do you know what? You're right, but I hadn't even noticed. Is that a bad thing? I hadn't even noticed that they, mind you, I've been out of it the last week and a bit. My sleep patterns are all over. I even had a few days last week where there was one particular day last week where I would look at the time and it would say 2 p.m. but my brain, it felt like it was 2 a.m. instead of p.m. on my internal clock, you know. It just felt weird. I was literally in vampire mode. I was sleeping through the days, waking up. There was one day where I went to bed at 5 p.m. I mean, it was crazy. So I think I kind of need to do some streams at this time of day or evening so that I can get myself back into some sort of regular schedule. Mission updated. Okay. That means they've buggered off and we don't know where they are now. What's going on with the chat up there? Why is the chat all messed up? Anyway. Right, let's get the old FPS back on. Yeah, I don't know why I put on full throttle, but... So you can see the frames are... Well, you can see for yourself what they are. I suppose I could have just... Did I land on that pad? Is it big enough? I'm not sure. Trust me to bring a Corvette. Oh, really? Bring it down. I might have to walk this one because I don't think I've got a thing on this. I haven't got a USB. An SRV. Anyway, so Maverick Stealth, what are we doing? We're taking out a person. They're probably going to be outside, so I could take the Dominator suit. If that target survives your attack. Oh, don't worry, they won't. Okay, so shields to maximum, and we'll stay with the Maverick. Now let's go. Yeah, I am a vampire indeed. Yeah, fangs very much. Oh, they've been as quiet as me. I am FDev. Guys, if I was FDev, this would be working. Oh, did I really say that? Right. Let's go and eliminate Harmony Fagars. Okay, frame rates are in the 40s from here. Are these people going to get violent with me if I approach? I don't know. Okay, frame rates are 40 from here. That's good. I don't know if these are bad people or what. Okay, whoops. Wouldn't they show a symbol like a red piratey symbol if they were bad people. Yeah, and the base is powered up, so I think we're okay. So let's see which one of the security. I could go to a terminal and find out. That Goliath is a bit frightening. Okay, so frames, at least for this base doesn't look as big and complex as some of them. However, having said that, 50 frames per second now, 48, that's enough for me. I'm happy with that. I didn't think they'd reach 50 here, but they have. So this is fine for me. I don't need anything more than this. But if they do manage to add on more, great. But what have they compromised in order to get this? I know they say it's optimized, but have they made any concessions like graphic quality or whatever? Do the graphics look as good? Like the building walls? The walls of the building, I mean. Somebody's got... what? He's got his shields up. Yeah. Son Randolph. Okay, where's Father Randolph? No, I think there may be somebody behind here. Yep.
Do I know you?
Zach Cochran. Isn't that the guy who invented warp speed on Star Trek? Right. Zephram Cochran, sorry. Yeah, the flickering edges. Yeah, the textures do look a little bit... what? Oh, okay. They do look a bit less. Because when they say optimizations, you want to think, don't you, that it's something like that they've gone through the code, the lines of code, and found ways to optimize the graphics. But optimization can still come by way of reducing texture quality, removing maybe bump maps, I don't know, shading. I don't know. Because these textures don't look particularly high res. There's no bump mapping on these cracks, for example. That's just a flat texture. So I don't know whether they've... Hi. I don't know whether they've I could zap him with a scanner there.
Security profile cloned.
Oh, don't forget, Rusty, if you're going to get scanned, clear your thing. Right, who are you? Son Randolph. Yeah, I don't know about the textures, guys. I don't know. Optimization lowers the quality. It seems to be. Maybe it's just this base, or maybe... I don't know. Oh, there's a habitat over there. Look, I'm going to head over there. And if I get asked for my... not for my... I was going to say asked for my credentials. If I get asked to stop, to be scanned,
Pressurized environment.
then I will just remove my Class 1 stolen ID. So we're coming to get Harmony. Let's take Harmony away. Harmony is security. Let's target Harmony. It's a shame because she's got a nice name there. Is it legal to look? Yeah, you could look. Classic Entertainment, that's good to get hold of. Don't try the recipes, guys, they're horrible. Tried them once. Oof. Right, so Where's Harmony? 100 meters in this direction.
Leaving pressurized environment.
Oh, Harmony's the one with the shields on. This is new. Is this because of that thing where they said that they know you're coming? And so... Well, this has made things a little bit more tricky then. Because... the yellow icon, guys, is... does that make them a mission giver as well? I don't know. Do they know it's me coming for them? This is a two-shot kill.
Do I know
I've
you?
cleared my ID.
Hold on, Commander. I'm gonna scan you. Don't mess around.
Scan detected.
None of your warrants involve us. All right, we're good. Try that again.
Yeah, not a mission giver then. So, the person I need to kill has got shields up, which is new. So ideally, I could do with the Dominator suit, because it's just going to make the kill faster. But look where I've got to go to get the hell out of here. Okay, so I'm going to plan this a little bit better to make up for my lack of confidence. Yeah, these textures, I don't know, maybe, what do you guys think? Because I don't know whether it's just me that thinks that they look not as good as before. But I've not changed any other settings. Take a look here, see what we got. But, hey, frame rates are good, but, you know. So, texture quality. Well, it's on its maximum setting. I'm not going to use any upscaling. I'm just going to keep that at normal, no super sampling. Pop that up to high. Material quality to ultra. Let's see what happens there. We just have to wait while it loads the new materials in it. Okay, so now it's gone from whatever it was to
Reporting in.
40. But look at the rendition. Oh, okay. I was going to look at the rendition of PWR there, and it was like, it was half rendered. You know, like when you open the elevator doors and it's not quite rendered properly. But that could be down to it loading the textures in. Here we got some decent bump mapping there, or normal maps, as you want to call it.
Mind yourself around here. Move. Stay there, Commander.
Yeah.
None of your warrants involve us. All right, we're good.
Oh yeah, I've still got outstanding warrants. You see, look at power. From the distance that I'm at. Yeah. So this is based on distance. How close do I need to get to make it render? There you go. Oh, that's the level of detail. Okay. It looks to me like they've got the level of detail settings. So when you're a certain distance away from an object, the level of detail starts switching down to lower qualities. But from that distance, really? Jesus.
What do you want?
What I want? Better frame rates and graphics. What about you, Waldo? Let's have a look at the command building, writing. That Goliath is awesome. It's so big. Well, that's fine from this distance. Maybe it's just that one quirk on the power building. It might not be a level of detail issue per se overall, but it might just be something on that power building. Yeah, I don't know, it's hard to say. That just might be a quirk on that building. You see, look at the lighting here. Move forward, full lighting. Move back, a bulb's blown. Oh boy. You know what? Whatever they've done, I wish they'd made it like an option in the menu, so people who had decent frame rates before update 10 could have the proper quality settings back. I'm still getting frames into the 50s, but yeah, at what compromise? I suppose when you're darting around a settlement with whatever you have to do, your mission, how much attention are you paying to the graphics here?
What are you doing?
I mean, the door's lit up, the door goes dark. I don't know. I'm just checking out the graphics, Jaslyn. Stop staring at me, silly monkey. What about inside then?
Entering pressurized environment.
Terminal writing. There you go. See the writing? Maybe that's just down to anti-aliasing. I don't know. Oh, God. Yeah, but if he sees me do it... Yeah. No, I'm not going to delete the graphics folder. That would mean setting everything back up again. No, I think this is how Frontier intend it. I do. Yeah, downscaled. I wonder how the differences are when you use FSR mode, maybe. But the last thing I want to see is graphics. So yeah, textures popping in at flip. This is not good. I had to get out the way because I had stolen stuff on me. I just really wasn't expecting to get another scan. Yeah, you can attack my ship, that's fine. It's got shields like a tank. So what we'll do is as we take off, so we want to be over near the command building there. Sorry Goliath, not even you can take this out. So we're just going to re-instance in and then we'll see if that works. Yeah, you're maybe right, Zonta. I mean, this might be good news for console users because if they can maintain, you know, these kind of frames throughout, it could be that this is them close to being... I mean, look at this flashing on my ship's nose there. But this could be some kind of precursor to them saying, you know, we're just about ready to let people know that the performance figures that we're receiving right now are good enough for console, perhaps. I don't know. I'm just completely guessing, of course, but... Okay, so everything's back to white. Now, what I don't know is if that person, Harmony, is going to be patrolling in the same spot. I'm hoping they are because it would make things a lot easier. I love how it says cannot disembark, ship is in motion. Yeah, and I happen to be the pilot, so that's another reason why I can't disembark. It looks like my shadow. Is that my shadow? Yeah. That's a ship or something on the left-hand side. Floating around. So I need the command building. I'm going to presume that Harmony is in the same place as last time. Which means I want to land on that side of the building. Because then that just makes a getaway easier. Oh, do slow down. I need to reverse. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, so I'll think about here. We can get a parking space. It's going to be tough, maybe. I don't know. Got fired at just for 2 graphenes. Don't you be changing your mind. It could be that because of the instance change that people have changed positions and stuff. That's very... yeah. Ramoyne! Hello! Hello! The frame rate has improved, however. Preliminary findings would make us believe that it's come at a cost. Lighting and texturing losing quality at certain distances, and yeah, the buildings don't look quite as good as they used to, unless, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. That Goliath's getting awfully low. Let me guess. Are you Sun? Oh, sugar. I bet they're going to be over the other side again. Can I... Oh, come on, let me land on you. Oh. Did I go through the ring, or is it just not a collision object? Right, the person we want has got a... will have shields on. There we go.
Patrol in progress.
Oh, okay. Forget that.
Watch it. Entering pressurized environment.
They need to change the attitude of these people, honestly. Watch it. Oh, what? Running past you? Yeah. God, I thought that said something else there. Right. Why would you even take it for a walk? So, what are we looking for? Not there. How many Vargas? Not there. Not in the list. Well done, Frontier. You win the internet.
Back up a bit, would you?
Vital signs stabilized.
How can they not be in the thing anymore? Let's check the transactions, make sure everything is still good. Yep. Kimura Arms Hub still the same. They've always been snarky grey, always. Oh, may have run away. Yeah, maybe. But then the mission hasn't. No, it actually says if the target survives your attack. I haven't made an attack. And the contract will be rescinded. Well, they haven't rescinded the contract, so I would say everything is open and good to go. That entry right there, that blank one, that's who we're looking for, in my opinion. But I reckon I'm going to have to find them myself.
Pressurized environment.
Just a minute, Commander.
Oh, this is getting monotonous now.
Let me scan you real quick. You know how it is.
Detected.
I thought commanders always respected the law. Get going.
Okay, guys, just looking here. Look at this circular object here. And when I'm look how bad it looks. I mean, Frontier went to town on this. I don't like it. Let's see if it pops in or if it's meant to be that way or something.
What are you doing?
Yep, there you go.
Reporting in.
That's how it looks now. Looks okay. And then we step back. And it goes into crap mode. Jesus, I thought there was a dog behind me. Does the power building still do its thing? Yep.
Trying to make trouble.
Doesn't matter if we can't do the mission. I only came here to see the graphics and whatnot. And the frame rates. Wow. Optimization. Optimization for me suggests improvements as well. It's certainly not the case here. Frame rates, yes. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Have they compromised too much? It's almost like, I don't know, it's kind of almost like they've said, we can't figure out a way to make the frame rates go up, so we're just going to have to start making textures and lighting look worse. The moment you step more than 5 meters away, 10 meters away, let's say. Wow. What must I do here? Let me guess, you want to scan me?
Around here, are you? Let's see what you're about. None of your warrants involve us. All right, good.
Alright, let's try again, see if it's going to... It's this entry up here. But as it's not showing anything, I can't tag it. God damn it.
What the? Hey!
Leaving pressurized environment.
See, I don't know if there's any security inside these places. And because I'm now in the Dominator suit, because I was expecting this person to be in the same place, I don't have a cutting tool. You're not Harmony. So what do I do? Create another new instance? And do I do it here? So many questions. So few answers. Hey Martin. Yeah. I don't know what the reaction to this is going to be on the forums. See, Frontier can't, won't. I don't know. They should have said something, be more transparent about it, and say, look, in a short space of time, we're not going to be able to bring the frame rates down to the levels you guys are expecting. But this is the way that we propose to do it. What do you guys think? We're talking about cutting down texture quality at distance, level of detail, lighting. What do you, and just involve us. Ask us, tell us what you're doing, tell us what you know, ask us our opinion. Because then I'm having to wonder, which would I rather have? Less frame rates.
Hold on, Commander.
Less frame rates, but
Pilot fed types are usually busy.
better textures.
Legal work, right?
These textures look
I thought
like...
commanders always respected the law. Get going.
It's like, reminds me back to how the planet surfaces look in Horizons compared to... Oops. Oh. Have a ride on a Goliath today.
Entering pressurized environment.
Last chance. How the hell did that happen? Okay, so we don't have an empty slot at the top now. And they're back. Okay, so I just re-instanced within the base and they're back. So,
Leaving pressurized environment.
oh, you're kidding me. You're wandering around the command building. All right. There's another commando right there, though.
Move.
Remember, do not use the rifle.
Wait, Commander. Not from around here, are you? Let's see what you're about.
Don't use the rifle
None of
indoors.
your warrants involve us. All right, we're good.
I was going to kill him, actually. Oh, damn you. This actually is where I need to be, right here.
Security profile cloned.
Now, the question is there only one entry and exit in this building? I hope nobody wants to scan me now, because I'm going to have to take them down if they do. We'll just try not to get scanned.
Entering pressurized environment.
Oh my god, this place is full of guards. This place is going to go absolutely ballistic. So my ship is at 320. God.
Commander.
Jesus.
Want to make sure you're behaving right. You're gonna die!
Updated.
Ah! Someone's stolen the door.
Shield activated.
Come on, run, you unfit, uncouth. When you say terrain, LOD blending, level of detail blending, Ratstar, where am I supposed to be looking for that? Because the answer to your question is I don't know. Probably got myself another bounty now. Commander Gypsy and Commander Sonak, welcome. Let's have a look. I don't know. I don't even remember that graphic setting, but oh, here. Yeah, it's set to high. Okay, let's stick it on ultra and hope it maintains. Oh, I'll tell you another thing that it might be, guys. Hold on. Of course, this is going to decrease frames as well, but it might be a case of finding a compromise, and it's this terrain work. But that's going to put extra GPU. Increases or decreases the amount of work graphics card does to generate terrain. Okay, well, we're not discussing terrain here, are we? We're discussing buildings and textures. So it's not really that. And this blending, that's again, that is terrain blending. To me, terrain is the ground. It's not buildings and such, because that would be like texture level of detail blending. So terrain, yeah, is the ground. And I'm kind of okay with that at the moment. I'm going to put it back to high. Unless someone tells me that terrain does affect buildings, then I'm quite happy with it where it is. Yeah, I don't know, Steve. What draw distance? Well, we'll check it out. Check it out. It wasn't affecting the concourse, so we'll check it out next time we go down to a base. And I won't take a mission that is 135,000 light seconds out. Odd things happening on the forum. Nothing new there then, eh? What's that saying about... Oh God. That saying about a camel is designed by a committee or something. What's that phrase? A camel is a horse designed by a committee. Is that what it is? Yeah. I don't watch Yamix Flexible. It's not my kind of thing. Not my cup of tea. And you know how we English like our cups of tea. Thing with Yamix is it could be a really great update and he'd still have a whinge. Because that's his shtick. Which everyone to their own ways of doing things, right? Which is absolutely fine. Yeah, sorry, about there was a connection to what I was saying about a camel is a horse designed by a committee. In other words, if everybody puts their 2 pence worth in, then of what their ideas, then the original design, the original idea starts to dilute and fade away into what it should have been in the first place. So if Frontier listened to everybody's opinions on the forums, we would have that camel. Oh, hello. Somebody wants to attack me. Hey, Winter, look, fine. I mean, do you want to interdict me? Go right ahead. You just happened to catch me in the wrong ship. So I don't know who you are. Cobra Mark III. Oh dear, I'm so scared. Oh, and he's going for the attack. I was going to give you a chance to go away and maybe make a different decision, but no. Now your shields are down. You've got another chance. You want to go, or you want to just make another run for it? Oh dear, you don't know when to quit, do you? Whoa. Okay, that's a crash to desktop. Update 10. Bring it to you large. So, on the crash report, I'm going to put destroyed a Cobra 3 after interdiction. Interdiction. Is that why you just talk to a tape recorder but it's inside? No. That's internal diction. So, interdiction. And send the report. And relaunch. Well, if it CTDs when you get a ship kill, resource extraction sites are going to be a bit of a nightmare, aren't they? Yes, guys, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Well, you probably already subscribed, but if not, then do that and ding the little bell thing and stuff so you get notified of all my content. That it? There you go, I've done my YouTube housekeeping. And don't forget to leave a like and did I say that already? There. Right, continue. Go into solo. Yeah. Oh, Budman got Budman got timed out. Why? Stop spamming symbols. Did you spam any symbols? Oh, I think on the intro, Sonak, I think I've seen up to 1,000 frames per second, which is ridiculous, really. Right, pop back in here. Actually, not there, here. Okay, let's just target MacArthur Park. And how are we doing? Oh, okay. I always look at the wrong time. Yeah, it may be flexible, but it can only be the graphic settings changes that I made in the Nvidia control panel. Can't see it being in-game settings. Is this the same guy? No, it's a clean Python. Everybody wants mission target. How is he a mission target? What mission? Okay. Hello, Python. I assume you want your sails furled. Shaka, when the walls fell. There you go, Darmok and Gillard at Tanagra. Filament composites. Got 87 of those. Pretty good on those. Yeah. Right, while I've got the chance, target eliminated. Whew, I thought it hadn't updated for a moment. They should put something in there, like even a tiny little icon just to say it's been completed. It's not for your benefit because you know you completed it, but you can't trust the game. Right, 2 bounties and a claim. That's fine. Okay, that's how it should be. Right. Let's try go back to MacArthur Gateway. Good evening, Frankie Jazz 24/7. How are you? Yes, all multi-cannon, Stephen, yeah. It's evil. How are you, sir? I'm not doing too bad, thanks. Commander Scholz, you just dripped in, did you? Cool. Any improvements in FPS? Yes! Look at my frame rates now. Remember I was talking about getting 120 last time? Yes, frame rates are improved. But there's a flip side to that coin. Textures are de-improved. Lighting at certain distances is de-improved a word? Unimproved. Yeah, de-improved. Deproved. I don't know. Yeah. Not too good, but to the point where it's noticeable, right? Because as soon as I got to the base, I noticed straight away, and I thought, yeah, these textures don't look as good as they used to. It's something I noticed. Disimproved, degraded. Degraded is probably the correct word, but yeah, it certainly would make sense with degraded, downgraded. Yeah, but then could you therefore conversely say that the frames have been upgraded? The frame rate has been upgraded. You can't really upgrade a frame rate, can you? You can improve it. I don't know. I was trying to look for a synonym for the... Is it a synonym or an antonym? Oh, who cares? Let's just play a game. Right. Discussing the nuances of the English language, maybe not. But having said that, is downgraded or degraded the antonym of upgraded? Is that what it means, like the opposite meaning? So yes, the antonym is no. Or am I getting it wrong? And a synonym is something similar? Discombobulated, yes. How many of you guys know and can say the longest English word, which is anti-disestablishmentarianism? Imagine putting that down in Scrabble. Right, let's disembark. Obviously you can't, but yeah. Left and right graded. Yeah, exactly. Or the one from George Carlin when he said, why have we got... why have we got flammable, inflammable, and non-flammable? He said, surely it either flams or it doesn't flam. It's true. Why have we got 3 words to describe 2 different states? There you go, Commander Scholzy, well done. Anti-disestablishmentarianism. So I did say it right. But then I am the person who says the longest place name in the world as well, so I can say that one. The textures here look to be exactly the same. Yep, but then again, we're not really at distance, are we? I don't whether those stairs look like that because of anti-aliasing or the lack of it. I don't think that's a level of detail issue. Now then, I think we got the mission from Blondie here.
Am I glad to see you?
Are you?
I will never be able to thank you enough.
Okay, I'm neutral, so I want rep. I'm going to go for the rep, please. See if I can get myself into cordial, it would be. Oh, it's Federation rep that's gone up, is it? I thought it was faction reputation that I was increasing.
Thanks again for helping me out. It was touch and go for a while there.
Yes, it was, Miss DeGeneres. And now, time to move on.
I've heard that you can get started with something as basic as a decent hauler.
Do you have some time to help some people out?
How did I come to be in MacArthur Gateway? I think I was here doing a res site, maybe. Look at the look on my face. Jeez. That doesn't even look like me. You might be right, Budman. That could be a medical term. Wow. Okay. Let me try this one. Pneumono ultra microscopic silico volcanoconiosis. The last part sounds Spanish. Mira, el coniosis no vale. It almost sounds Spanish. Right, let's see if we can get a scavenger kill thing. Even though I'm not a big fan because they see you coming from miles away now. Let's see. It doesn't look like we've got scavenger kills here. Do you have to... Are you more likely to find scavenger missions in certain system states? Orville Kid, stepbrother of the Milky Bar Kid. Right, who else we got? What we got? What we got here? Let's go to all and materials. I don't want to do crash sites. I want to go to bases. Wow, so many missions. But okay, here we go. I was going to say, so many missions for crash sites and wreckages. Budman, that would take the doctor like if he had to give you some tablets and you had to go to the pharmacy for it, it would take him 45 minutes just to write out the prescription. And of course, you know, on prescriptions you can never read the writing. That's the beauty. They must shorten it. Yeah. Okay. Take a package. So we've got a delivery mission here. Travel to Goff's Genetics. Alright, this is just for me to go and see another base. A different base. And then we'll check that out as well. I'd like to see one of those mining bases as well, because they can be quite busy. Such as Ayabulu. Yeah, Ayabulu, we could go there. Sorry, I'm just kind of wondering if this is a coincidence that we happen to travel to Goff's Genetics, and one of the rewards is gene sequencing data. Okay. Oh, yes, I forgot. Interstellar factors. Can you please take away my bounties so I don't have people coming after me? Yeah, we're good there. Okay. Yeah, I wonder what it is, Budman. I wonder if the... What is it again? View deleted message. Let's have a look. Oh, capitals. Capital letters. We've got capital letter protection on. Yeah.
Some say that experience is the ultimate asset. When it comes to knowledge, it's imagination.
Yeah, the free anaconda. Oh, there. Oh, Nightbot's put a message up there. I didn't see that. Stop spamming caps. Aye. Yeah, I know, but I've got it on because those bots that come in, they tend to have messages all in capital letters, and it was just to try and get rid of those. Once YouTube sorts out the bots, the spam bots, I'll take it off. Right, so where are we? Oh, compared to last time, this is a very short trip. Quite a few extraction sites in here as well. Look at this. There's 3 there. I think there's more. Or was it that? No. Still wanted there?
Docking clamps retracted. You are go for departure.
Oh, it looks like I was unable to clear this. Oh no, they're cleared. It's just that again, it just needs to, you need to re-instance to clear it, I think. So silly. Maybe going into Super Cruise and do it. Let's see. You think they would have fixed those things by now, though? What? Okay. It's around the other side of the planet, which is very close.
All clear. You're clear.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, good thing, Budman, because I didn't look at the mission thing again. I can't even see what's going on here with this planet. But don't worry, it only times you out for like 5 seconds, so. Scavenger missions at Moxon's Mojo in Bulk. Okay. Moxon's Mojo. Has it cleared going into Super Cruise? It has not. We still have bounties there. These are the self-same ones that I just got rid of in Interstellar Factors. Oh, it's on the other side again? Sheesh. The only reason I know the planet's there is because there's no stars in that particular part of the sky there.
Orbital flight engaged.
Come on, slow down. Nowhere near enough. Keep going. And not quite. Almost. And dip. The only way is up. I don't know which way is up though. I think it's the opposite. I think I'm upside down at the moment. We're gonna need night vision because this is black. What's that paint that BMW used? They said was the darkest black ever. I think they had a name for it. I don't think you could even cast a shadow onto it. It was that black, but they had a name for it. I was about to use it for this. All right. Vanta. I think, yeah. Is it Vanta black? Yeah. Vanta. Thank you, Mr. Budman. Yeah, it is Vanta black. Good for painting vans, because then you could just say, I'm going to paint my van to black. Right, so this is going to be simple. Just deliver a package to one of the NPCs down here and just tell him, just pretend you're from FedEx or something like that. So again, probably doing the same thing, going to a terminal, trying to find the guy. Now this is a bigger base. Okay, so we're under 150 meters. So we're getting some. Am I hitting something? Okay.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone. Trespass zone cleared.
Oh, I've got a parking space.
You have entered a trespass zone. Trespass zone cleared.
Okay, maybe not going to park there then. Nice big spot.
You have entered a trespass zone. Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
Oh, you bugger.
Trespass zone cleared.
Happy? All right. It was stuttering, wasn't it? Yeah. Weird. Yeah, simple.
Warning, dangerously low temperature detected.
Yeah, wouldn't a Vanta Black paint job be quite dangerous at night? You know, if it was parked on the side of the road, so you got no lights on. I mean, you're asking for trouble. Okay, let's take a high vantage point or something. So 36, I mean, it's not, look, it's kind of cool. It's not like it's slow or anything. There's no stuttering, but that doesn't look to me like that door has rendered properly, even from this distance. Let's walk over to it. And now it has. So how far do I need to step back to unrender it? Wow. There isn't a level distance drawing setting in this, is there? Field of view. If there is, it would be on a slider for sure. Model draw distance. Okay, well, to be fair, I do have it pretty low. So let's not point the finger at Frontier quite yet. Let's put that smack dab in the middle. Aha! Now this could be a good thing. How far back now? Oh, maybe not then. Okay, the only way to do it then, I was going to say this could be a good thing because Frontier, this could have, don't talk yet. Do the experiment first and then talk. So let's change it to maximum. Let's put the model draw distance right up to max. Texture doesn't go to ultra on that one. Okay, so maximum model draw distance now. This is models though. This is not, again, this is not textures. Now I think that's come back simply because I went to the menus. If I go forward and back again. Okay. But it is a model, isn't it? Because the texture is drawn onto the model. Yeah, but even then, look, at maximum, that's still crap. At maximum, I think I should be able to be like at least here, and it's showing it on full level of detail from here, providing that that slider's on maximum, because that then would be a really good thing that Frontier has done, because that would mean that you can adjust your model draw distance and stuff like that until you start getting a balance between your frame rates and the quality. Now, sometimes you may have to pick less quality than you would like to. Let's try it, you know, but at least it allows you to achieve a balance. And that would be a good thing. But the problem is, for me, is that on maximum setting, the level of detail drops. That's such a short distance. Let's put it on minimum. See how much of a difference it makes. But obviously now that looks really bad. That looks really bad. How close do I have to be now? Okay, so there. So we're looking at, say, midway where this middle section is. Okay, a bit further this time. Look away, look forward. Okay. Yes, okay, so it's just at the edge of this black mat, whatever, this rubbery mat thing. Now I'll go forward, come back to the rubbery mat. Okay, same place. Let's try another experiment. I'll do the science, guys, so you don't have to. So now we'll just put this right up. Oh, before I do that, let's cancel that a moment. Frame rates. Looking at the door, 42, 43. Okay. Options then. Graphics and quality. And model draw distance max. Frame rates, 42, 45, 43. So that tells me I may as well have it set to maximum. And now, instead of up on the mat, it's lodding out, as I would call it, here. So this is that's the difference between minimum model draw distance to maximum, right where I'm stood. Just that. What are we looking at there? 12 feet? Yeah. I mean... Okay. Now, frame rates don't seem to be affected. So, for science and research purposes, let's now go into terrain level of detail blending. We're going to set that to ultra and move the terrain work all the way to half. Because don't forget, this is going to put more GPU load on. So, ooh, hello. Stefan OS or Stefan Os just subscribed. Thank you, Stefan, very much for your subscription. Thank you for joining the puppies. Yeah, so let's put this up here and we'll see if the Nvidia load goes up considerably or not. Also, whether it affects where we are. In fact, there's one more setting I want to do, guys, first. Because now I've got the level of detail blending, but now I want to put this back down to minimum. There we go. Because we know where that craps out, okay, which is just at the end of this mat. So if it craps out in the same place, then the changes we made down below on that menu do not affect this. There you go. So it's still changing level of detail no matter what you do to the terrain blending. It doesn't make a difference. So now let's put that on high again. Maximum. Texture quality, for some reason there is no ultra. I don't know why. Which was the one that had ultra plus? Was that this one? No, terrain, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. Right. Let's move that to ultra. I like that I'm able to move stuff up to ultra now, though. As long as it doesn't affect frame rates too much. So still 40, 42. I may have dropped a couple of frames. Yeah, 35. But there is a thing next to me. Go away. So yeah, we're losing... It's back up to 42, 43 now. It's not that much. So that's it. It's what I said before, guys. This, where my dot is, the blue dot, that's with 0 model draw distance. That's minimum. And where I'm stood here is maximum draw distance. Wow. I can't believe how short a distance that encompasses. That's just ridiculous. Hey Roger, you're welcome, matey, anytime, man. Some models will have different distances. Oh yeah, for sure. So let's run around. Frame rates are still, as long as the frame rates are above 30, I'm good with that. But if there's a way to adjust settings, you know, so you can have a happy compromise, between frame rates and, you know, your texture settings and stuff, then it's all good, really. Now looking at this, I know there's not a lot of light going on, but looking at this here right now doesn't look too different from what I'm used to. But that yellow thing doesn't look like it's fully rendered. Again, that could be just down to bad aliasing, which we know that this game suffers from. Well, let's pop to a terminal, which...
This won't take long, just a quick scan.
Scan detected.
Okay, nothing's come up. Go on.
Right, we're looking for Mac Fuller Matthews. How long did it take me to get to Combat Elite? The thing is, though, the length of... Are you just asking just how long it just took me, like, personally? Because, like, the length of time it took me doesn't necessarily mean that's how long it takes to do it. Because people have done it faster than me. But the answer is I don't know. But I'm going to say maybe about 3 years, 3.5 years maybe. If I had to guess. You would reload the game to be sure. Stefan, do you mean from main menu, like reinstancing, or do you mean quitting the game and then going back in? I'm going to complete the mission first, either way.
Nothing unusual to report.
Hey,
Over here.
how you doing?
Do you often walk up to complete strangers? Oh yes, thank you.
I'll take
not
the
take any
fifth.
more of your time.
Mission status updated.
Yes, actually, every time I go into a shop and go up to the counter, I'm walking up to a complete stranger. You have your package? Take care, sir. Have a nice day. FedEx wishes you well. Or Galex. Galex, yeah.
Entering pressurized environment.
So that looked okay. I mean, there was nothing in the building here. Like, nothing in the distance there that changed or popped in as we were moving forward. Nope. Everything looked fine from there. Frame rates 37, 38, 40. That's fine. Happy with that. So maybe it's not really doing it so much within the buildings.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected.
And my graphics card right now is sitting at 60%. So it's not even pushing. See, look, there's those doors again.
Good to see someone
Pop.
new. Can I help you?
And even shadowing changes, but I think we're used to that. Like on the roof there and up here. As you can see, we move forward. Okay, that's gone now into the dark. Back here, not so much. And then that goes in the dark. It's not a game, it's not a deal breaker for me. It's not a game changer or anything. But I can say one thing. There's no stuttering, there's nothing here. When you think what you used to be able to get in older versions of Odyssey, where it would just, you'd have some bad stuttering at bases, which turned out to be rocks and stuff, I think, that they were rendering. There was always the stutter going into the mail slot. That's all gone. It's smooth. Yeah, there's a couple of texture compromises, but it's smooth. This is the new, yeah, that is new in version 10, Stefan. Yeah, it's, it does. They have improved the frame rates, but I believe they've done that by compromising on level of distance, level of detail draw distance on objects and stuff, and textures. Actually, it's probably just the objects, because if an object suddenly has less polygons, it can get a little bit misshapen, even though it looks to the eye as though it's the same, and it can look. But what it can do by taking a few polygons away at distance is it can misshape the texture that's on it, which is why when we were at that other base and you saw the power, the PWR letters getting a little bit skewy, is because it could be that the amount of polygons that make up that wall, because I'm assuming they're made up of triangles and not quadrangles, that maybe some of those, I'm just guessing, but maybe some of those polygons reduce, but, and then it would deform the texture, as opposed to, but even so, the textures looked kind of lowish quality a little bit. Even some when they were up close.
4, 3.
But I don't remember if they were like that before. I don't really 100% remember. But hey, these changes could be a godsend for people who were struggling before and maybe now are not struggling so much. It might make it playable for a lot of people. So I guess Frontier will be looking at something like that. They have to make compromises, I guess. It may be just due to limitations of the engine itself that means that they have to compromise in certain areas to get the performance that they're trying to chase. Because what are they gonna need for consoles? Is 30 gonna be enough? Because they're gonna have to. Sorry, just reading that name. Is 30 gonna be enough frames per second for console players, or is it gonna have to be 60? And if it's 60. Is it a hard and fast rule that you have to maintain 60 or a percentage? Either way. Like you can't go less than 10%. I don't know what the console requirements are, but yeah. I haven't used ED Profiler for ages. I always used to launch this with ED Profiler. But then something happened to mine and the settings, and it just doesn't launch properly anymore, so I've stopped using it. But ED Profiler was brilliant for when I wanted to just switch over to VR that quickly. Let me just pop some speed onto this. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying now, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what I think. What I was going to say was I think that, messing around with some of the settings in the graphics options, maybe you can reach a good enough compromise. But to be fair, those doors that we were looking at were freaking out at a very short distance, even with the model detail set to high. Maximum, I mean. So I don't know. Oh, I know what I was talking about. Requirements for consoles. Because if they're releasing on console, I'm assuming it's going to be for this current gen, right? The current gen of consoles. So what's the deal with the console games today? Do they have to hit? Is it a requirement that they have to at least hit 60 frames, or is it 60 frames? Are the games on consoles capped at 60, and that's it? And games must be able to operate at 60 frames per second on a console, regardless of scenario. Because if that's the case, well, I don't know, maybe they're going to have a little bit, Frontier have a little bit more work to do yet. But what I hope they don't do is compromise the PC version too much to accommodate the console version, because I'm hoping they're going to be kept quite separate. I don't know, guys. I'm probably talking out of my rear thrusters, but yeah, I don't own a console, so I don't know. If a kid cries because he can't get an Xbox, do you have to console him?
Core Dynamics.
Sorry, that was a bad
Hotel
joke.
Echo. Your
Right,
approach, Commander. Submit a request.
let's request a docking.
Authorization clear. Proceed to landing pad 17.
Landing pad 17. Yeah, I already did a stream today of 4 hours. When I checked out my stream that I did today, the one where I was swearing because it was sim racing, well, I sweared a little bit. I was a bit sweary, a little bit, just a little. But I noticed the stream time was 3 hours 59 minutes 42 seconds, something like that. I didn't even realize. I thought we were maybe 2.5, 3 hours in, but yeah. It was quite weird that it went to that particular time, just almost 4 hours, for the sake of seconds.
Touchdown sequence complete. Securing ship. You're all checked in, Commander. Enjoy your visit.
Yeah, low usage. Yeah, it does. I mean, I get that with other games as well, where there's little usage. But I can't say, hey, Nvidia, give me more frames, work harder. You can't make it do that. Ouch. Yeah. Yeah, so on that top line, Nvidia, where it says Nvidia 2080S, basically it's temperature first, and then the usage, and then the clock speed and the memory speed, I believe. Is that right? I can't remember. Same with the CPU, temperature followed by load, and then frames per second, followed by the all-important frame time. That's your crucial bit, guys, is your frame time, I think. I think that's more important than FPS. You want a low frame time. How many milliseconds it takes in time to draw up that frame and then to go to the next one. You want to get a low frame time, and then the FPS will take care of itself. If you've got a good frame time, I think you can get a nice smooth gameplay. Like 30 frames per second with a really quick frame time might give you I might be talking crap again, I don't know.
You look
I'm
like
not a graphics expert, but it might give you a smoother frames per second, and sorry, getting it wrong. It may give you a smoother experience than, say, 30 frames per second with a higher frame time, because maybe your GPU's busy doing other things or whatever. It's still giving you 30 frames per second, it's just taking more time to draw up each frame. I don't know. Go do some research on frame time. But I just I just know it's important. I watched an entire video on it. I think it was like 2 hours. They were discussing all frame time and frames per second and differences. It was a long video, and I sat through it. So I didn't understand all of it, but it certainly brought to my attention how important frame time was. And I have to admit, before that video, I hadn't even heard of frame time. It wasn't a thing, because it's always, frames per second is always the thing that people talk about and chase. But like I've said, if I get 30 frames per second, but I'm getting my gameplay smooth and playable, I'm fine with it. Now, as a result of those graphics changes I made, I've dropped around 20 frames here. So, but yet it didn't make too much difference in frame rate at the base, at the settlements. So what the hell? So I'm going to try and pick some kind of compromisey thing. I'm going to go smack in the middle with that one. And then down here, the other thing we changed, the terrain work. I'm going to go to a quarter setting on that, because it doesn't really make too much difference. And again, this is just for, I don't know, terrain for me is the surface of planets. So we'll apply that. See if we can get our frame rates somewhere back up to where they were. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go into the main menu and have a fresh instance and see what happens. Okay. Hey, it doesn't have to be the CPU, Stefan, though. It could be, there's plenty of different graphic settings that we might have different, or Nvidia control panel settings that we may have different. There's a lot of different factors.
You look like someone who can...
Interstellar ones.
Everything went a lot smoother for me once I upgraded my Virpil controller. You should try it.
Yeah, okay, so we're back up into the 50s again now. Just, I used to be able to get 55, 56 here on a good day. But this is fine. Jumping between low 50s and late 40s, I'm fine with that.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Can't wait to go home. I hate how the atmosphere.
Right. Oh, are we going to go to the Bolg system then and get some scavenger kills?
Hey,
How would you like to earn some credits? You might have some.
Did I hand in? I did. Hey, DEFCON 001. Yeah, Jason Plato's still racing. I know, he's a pretty cool guy. He was wearing it. He was on the. I was watching an episode of Fifth Gear. Fifth Gear Recharged. Now it's all about electric cars, which people seem to think is the future. They'll wake up one day and realize it isn't. However, until they do, yeah, Jason Plato's on that Fifth Gear. Are they doing Fifth Gear Recharged just as a replacement to what Fifth Gear was? Or are they just not bothering with normal Fifth Gear because surely they can't be shaken off by Top Gear, because Top Gear's crap. Yeah, on one of the episodes, Jason Plato had a shirt on. It was a white shirt. It was brilliant. I want one. I want one, but I haven't found one. I mean, I have not really looked either. And it had stripes on it. Nothing stark, just, you know, you could see there were stripes, but it wasn't anything like pinstripes kind of thing. But it had it had pictures of or prints of flies on it, just or was it little spiders? I think they were spiders. Yeah, spiders on the shirt all over, just dots, little tiny spiders all over the shirt. I loved it. Just right up my alley. I'd love to wear one like that. Yeah, he's still racing. Ramon, sorry if you answered my question, but I wasn't there. What was the question, Ramon? Sorry, just in case I missed it. Hi to XXGBXX. Is there a new updated system requirements on the minimum end? I've no idea. But I don't know. But if there is, it could be that some. I don't know if there's a minimum, but it could be that this update, as I said, might help people who were suffering a bit with frames, but it was barely bearable. Maybe now it's better for them. It'll be interesting to see in the forum what the feedback is. Yeah. What are we going for? Scabs. Okay. Right, let's whiz off to Shinny for reasons of changing ships. Because this Corvette's a little bit of a lumbering oaf. That's cleared as well, by the way, those transactions. That's good.
Detach confirmed. You are go for departure.
I think one of the disappointments of recent updates in Elite has been how long we waited for a new SRV. And when it came along, all it had was some aggressive looks. Other than that, I don't know what the hell it's supposed to have going for it. What do those weapons do? I mean, you could take a ship out, but it would have to sit there and let you do it.
All clear. You're clear to resume own navigation.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow. FPS is all over the place in the warp tunnel. Went from 80s to 160 now. Ooh. Oh, Atom Bomb just subscribed. Thank you, Atom Bomb. I like the way you've structured the name. That looks cool. Yes, thanks for the sub. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Don't forget to ding the old bell as well in case you want to be notified of future stuff. Where am I going? Jameson's... Yeah, I'm getting mixed up with these. Look. Got the Pallets Memorials there. What's the other one? Oh. So shouldn't this one say A to F? A to F, G to L, M to R, S to Z. I think that should say A to F. I think they've missed the name out there. Okay, don't worry about it. It's a bug. Rather than what, Martin? Okay, Freaky. Yeah, you're welcome, mate. Take care. Have a good evening. or day. I don't know what your time zone is. Yeah, Steve. I mean, I don't know what kind of performance are you getting? Seems to be weird as well, these Super Cruise, because I don't know, sometimes my frame rates in Super Cruise are well into the 100, over the 100, and then other times it's like this, where it's just sitting at 70 and 80. I don't know whether it counts on like how much traffic is in the system, like those dots on the radar. But they shouldn't be being rendered behind me if I'm not looking at it. I don't know. Oh, you're 1 hour ahead. Okay. Yeah, I'm forgetting it's not Sunday, is it? I don't even know what day it is. Is it Tuesday? Oh dear. I really don't. I know it's early in the week, but I think it's Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure we had Monday yesterday. Because I got us. The reason I knew it was Tuesday was because I figured it was Tuesday, I should say, is because my neighbours gave me a Sunday roast on Sunday, and I didn't eat that yesterday. So yesterday must have been the Monday. Don't worry, I'll bring myself back in line soon enough. But I'm going to start resuming my binge watching, I guess. Yeah, for the second time seeing it, Dexter. Still on season 1. David Hinchcliffe. Hi, David Hinchcliffe. Thanks for the sub. Awesome. Very much appreciate that. Alright, let's switch over ships.
Confirmed contact. Commence power down. It's good to have you with us, Commander.
Settlement drops to 20 to 40, but it's not. It can't be 20 to 40. Yeah, I mean, don't forget, like in Super Cruise, though, there's not much to do except, there's not much being done in terms of what gets drawn up. I mean, you're looking at a night sky with stars plotted in a specific place, in the correct places, and maybe a couple of tiny little Super Cruise dots. I have watched the Dexter New Blood, yeah, I've seen the whole of that. That's why I wanted to start the series again from series 1 to 8. But also I'm going to try and mix it up. I'm going to try and binge watch 2 series at the same time, which is going to kill me. But I want to binge watch Dexter again. I'm not binge watching Dexter again because the last time I watched it, it was as it was coming out, episode for episode, so it wasn't really binge watching. This is the first time I'm binging it. And the other one is one I haven't seen yet, which I know I should, is Better Call Saul, because I thought Breaking Bad was incredible. One of the best TV series, one of my favorites. I've got quite a few I could put in that basket. Sons of Anarchy, Sopranos, obviously. Dexter I would put in there, and Breaking Bad. They're just fantastic. and Better Call Saul. I think the timelines are all mixed up and around though. Yeah, let's have a look at some of you guys' chat. Right, Atom Bomb, I've heard Odyssey has a lot of optimization issues. Right, well, in this latest update, update 10, they have made optimizations. It does seem to have improved frame rates in the crucial places, like at settlements and stuff, which is where the frame rates were dropping the lowest. So it has made improvements there, some small but not insignificant improvements. But it seems that that has come at the compromise of level of draw distance. I keep saying it, don't I? Level of detailed drawing distance, and you know, maybe some textures. I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know if you've got Odyssey and you've had bad frame rates. Same as well for Stephen. I don't know whether you've tried. Stephen in space, have you tried Odyssey right now with update 10? Maybe give that a go. But yeah, if you haven't tried update 10, give it a go and see what you think. Yeah, I probably should cap this game. I don't mind to cap it at 45 frames per second. I'm okay with that. You know, it's not like it's sim racing where you need good frame rates and a low frame time so that your inputs on the wheel are going to be translated, you know, and refreshed and updated as quick as possible. Oh, you've been thinking of buying Odyssey. Well, I guess the only thing you can do is maybe pop into the forum or even try on my Discord. Link in the description. And just write down your system specs, you know, the important stuff like CPU, GPU, memory, that kind of stuff. And ask people what performance should I expect with Odyssey, and then you might find people with similar systems giving you, you know, a guide, and that's all it will be. It'll just be a guide, because you can't really, you know, go by that person, because you might have the same hardware but your results might be a little bit different. Low FPS. It's weird. I mean, I'm on record as saying that I would buy Odyssey just for the exploration. But that doesn't really help, does it? Did you list your system specs, Stephen, in space? Oh yeah, RTX 3070. And you're getting 33 frames per second in settlements. Well, I mean, have you done this thing where you think, hey, I've got a Nvidia 30 series card, so screw it, I'm going to put everything up on Ultra? Because that can be like a little trap. I think people are going to stick everything, all the settings up, because they think, well, I bought this card, I should be able to run everything at Ultra. But unoptimized games really just don't want to play that game. So I don't know whether it has made any difference, but I've made changes in Nvidia control panel, and I haven't really monitored it that much to know whether it's made any difference or not. Yeah, shadows I have, oh, they're all on medium. Okay. I don't know which stream it was, but there was a stream I did not too long ago where I went through the Nvidia control panel settings that I had, and also the graphic settings in Elite Dangerous that I have. And what did you say what your CPU was, Stephen? Because that also plays a part as well, because you don't want the graphics card sitting around with its arms folded while it's waiting for the CPU to catch up. So you may have a bottleneck, but maybe not. Right, I'm going to take my exploration Explorer just for the sake of the jump range. Let's get rid of Christmas livery. Oh, i7. Okay, so you've got a 9th gen. Yeah, so your frame rates should be better than mine. Okay, so my next question is, what resolution are you playing at? I'm running at 2K, so 2560 by 1440. So I need to get rid of this livery, guys, so... Yeah, Christopher, that's true though. It is that case that that things are so different for people with very similar hardware. So, yeah, 12% faster. So, if I'm running 100 frames per second, you should hit 112. So likewise, if I'm running 50 frames per second, you should hit 56. Right? Is that right? No. Is it? No. %, 112, 56. 6 isn't 12% of 50, is it? Sorry, brain's dying. Right. What livery can we put on, guys? Oh, wireframe gold. Is this the black and gold thing that they were talking about? Ugh. Oh, that's chrome. I was looking for the midnight black. There we go. Yeah, I did run Odyssey at 1080 during the alpha stage and a bit after that. And I said, you know, I streamed at 1080 with Odyssey for quite a while, quite a short while, until, you know, I said, okay, I'm not going to go up to 2K again until they optimize it. And it was okay. You know, it was running okay at 1080. I was fine with it. I didn't mind making that concession. I mean, yeah, I did, but I got on with it. And as Christopher's just pointed out, Nvidia have a upscaling feature. Now I tried it, and in the concourse where I would look at the top of the stairs, and I would see around 50, 55 frames per second. When I used Nvidia Scaling, basically you would go up to a certain percent, I think it's percent, and then what you would do is you'd set your game to 1080, or even a little bit less than that. I'm not saying 720, don't go down that far. But let's say you set it at 1080 for our purposes, right, for our resolution. So you set it to 1080, and then Nvidia upscales it on the fly to 1440. bearing in mind that it has to do that upscaling on every single frame. But in the same position on that concourse, I was hitting 90 frames per second. 90. That's a huge increase, almost 50% more. But when I went down to the settlements, it was the same. 28, 35 frames per second, it was stuttering. So while I was getting better frame rates in the I'll go with this one. While I was getting better frame rates in the concourse by a chunk, a big chunk, I was not getting it at the settlements, because the settlements are a whole different kettle of fish. Now I don't know whether I'm going to go for I'll tell you what, before we go for the scavenger mission, I want to go to Ayabulu and just do a... Oh, now then, it's still anarchy. Okay, cool. I want to go here and I want to do that run that I do, because I am very familiar with this system, this base, and when it comes to graphics, textures, changes, I'll be able to spot it fairly well. So we'll just do a quick run around and kill a few guards. Hopefully everything is still anarchy there. Gold looks gold again. Yeah, let's get it outside and see what it looks like. I haven't used gold for a while. What I want to know is, what do the galvanized paint jobs look like? Because they used to look great. And then suddenly, in Odyssey, they just completely sucked. They're like little bird claws going in, aren't they? Okay, better get back on board. Yeah, somebody mentioned earlier that different topic now. That Better Call Saul wasn't as gritty as Breaking Bad. Well, yeah, I think I would have probably guessed that. Yeah, I've seen a few clips on YouTube, with Mike, and it always makes me wonder how such a doddery old guy can act and be so tough. But yeah, it's TV, isn't it? No, don't bother tonight, Stephen. Just save it for the next day and stuff. But if you want me to run over, Nvidia control settings that you can change, let me know. I'll try and remember the ones that I did. But I haven't... I lost those settings when I was messing around with graphics drivers to try and make Elite not stutter on stream. I figured out what the hell that was. That was an Nvidia control panel setting. And yeah, because I wanted to use the newer Nvidia drivers to get the better performance from Flight Sim, but it was screwing me up when I was streaming Elite Dangerous. And I figured out it was a setting in the Nvidia control panel which I had to do. So I was able to put the new drivers in and then just leave the settings as they were, so that Elite wouldn't complain. Every time we moved, it would be like a massive stuttering. So, and then what I did, I created a separate profile for Flight Sim. So both the games are happy, which is good. That's what we wanted. So that's what I've got in play at the moment. And now, since then, we've got the newer drivers which are now into the 500s. Isn't it 511 something? Yeah. Yeah, Better Call Saul. Breaking Bad, though, was just... I do like gritty. And talking of gritty, I missed one out. The Shield. Anybody seen The Shield? It's an oldish one now. I mean, I don't know. The Shield must be like, what, 10 years more? And of course, the big one was 24. Used to watch that. I've watched 24 through about 2 or 3 times already. Here's the thing I did, guys, a while back. I guess most of you will be old enough to remember this. After watching various episodes when I was a lot younger, there was a time when I was living in Gibraltar. I must have been in my 30s, maybe 40s, I don't know. I binge watched Dallas. If you know, you know. Dallas is a lot of episodes. And I binge watched it. Ugh. But I do love J.R. Ewing. One of the best TV villains ever. And played so well by Larry Hagman. He was so convincing back then. There was a time Larry Hagman came to the UK and there was the old women here, they couldn't separate the guy from the character, and they started hitting him with handbags because they thought he was JR and not Larry Hagman. Oh, I enjoyed Dallas. I couldn't watch the others. Like, what were the other ones? Falcon Crest and Dynasty? Oh, God, no. No. Couldn't watch that. I thought Dallas was great. The 2 warring brothers, the Ewing family. Victoria Principal was a real big reason for watching it. Yeah, it was a good series. I enjoyed it. I have no shame. I enjoyed Dallas. But I couldn't be bothered to watch the others. I don't think it would appeal to me anyway. It wouldn't be my thing. Just JR was just... he was just the dude, man. Oh, the shower screen? Oh, yeah, okay, the shower scene. Well, basically they killed off Bobby Ewing, JR's brother. They killed him off at the end of one of the series, and they did a whole series, a whole season, I should say, it would be called in America, a whole season without Bobby Ewing in it. Everybody was mourning him and all that stuff, mourning his death, and you know. And then on the last episode of that series, Bobby's wife at the time got up to go for a shower, and Bobby Ewing was in the shower, and it ended. And the premise being that the whole of that season and Bobby's death was just a dream that his wife had had. It was corny, it was cheesy, and it's because Patrick, the man from Atlantis, Patrick, oh my God. Yeah, him came back to the show. The man from Atlantis. What's his name? Patrick. Oh my God. Well, honestly, I'm losing it. My brain cells are just not. Duffy, thank you. Oh God. How can I have not remembered? Thank you, Commander Sauce for Biz. Yes, Patrick Duffy. Flippin' heck. Oh, somebody's claimed the bloody poxy bloody... Oh, wait a minute, have they though? Can I get the other one?
Docking request denied.
No, it's a small one. Right, so where am I wanting to be? I think here. I want to be near the command building. Frame rates. This was the place I told you where I wanted to come because I'm very familiar with it, and it had the mining sites. Okay, I know where I want to be, and I'm right where I need to be. Oh my god, what's going over me? Anyone recognize the shadow? Is it an Alliance ship? No, it's one of those. Yeah. My ship recognition skills don't go all the way. Right, so. Yeah, I saw him first in The Man from Atlantis. Yeah, he was alive. It was a whole season that he was out. I don't know why he left in the first place. Probably a dispute over pay or something. Right, so we're going to start here on the command building, and the first order of business is to obtain level 3 access, or at least access enough to get into the command building. So do that. Frame rates, bearing in mind I've been fiddling around. Let's have a look over here. So if we look over, we've got mining over there. We're looking at 33 over here. I don't know about those buildings in the background, whether it looks a bit wobbly or not, because now I'm deliberately looking out for it now. Yeah, so it's not quite hitting 30 there, is it? It's 29. Okay, anyway. Just making sure that they're not behind there. Okay. Now we wait. Now I could do it here. I don't trust them though, the way they move. I like the way you move. Oh, actually I don't. So let's get this one. Level 3. Where did they get the design for those hats from? Okay, so now we can infiltrate. We have full level access. So, sniper mode. Now there's normally a guy there. Take the walk there. And we can always see one. But there he is. He's down. Okay, I think the rest we'll just take out as we get to them.
Entering restricted area. Entering pressurized environment.
Compromat is definitely useless. Right, so for the first time, we'll get the cutter out. It's not an Imperial one, but it'll do. There. Just gonna take certain things.
Suit recharging. Suit fully charged.
Man from Atlantis. It was good, wasn't it, Mark? frame rate is bad. My stream frames are dropping bad. Oh, you mean that not the game? You mean the actual stream? Really? OBS isn't reporting anything. No, I haven't got a single dropped frame. Actually, I do, 129, but it's counting it as 0.0%. Let me know if it continues to be that way.
Leaving pressurized environment.
Back up a bit.
Not that I've been here before, of course. But nothing is standing out here in terms of, you know, I'm not looking at anything right now and going, oh, that looks really bad compared to what it used to. But I think it's more outside than inside. Mining analytics. Can't even remember if that's worth anything. Oh, when you come into land at the base. Yeah, I mean, that's been a known thing before, but I think pre-update 10 they did smooth it out a little bit, didn't they? Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone back to... Again, it does vary from base to base though, I think. Depending how much detail there is. How many buildings and such. Oh, of course, these are full of crap. This is okay. I'll take that. Yes to that. Yes to that. I don't want to take... Yeah, I'll just keep taking until I fill up my... backpack. I don't think anyone wanders in here. Might get somebody upstairs. But I should have tackled that first, I think. Okay. Right, so I don't bother with that. Just this one. Don't even bother with that one because it's full of crap I don't want. However, we are on update 10, so it might pay to check it out and see if it's still full of fossils. Yeah, still full of fossils and rubbish. Don't need it. And check. Is this the place with the bin? No. Yes, there it is. See? Always check the bin. Are you? Okay, check here. On top of here as well. See? Stuff on these. Up the stairs. This is where they... Oh! Just that noise he made. And that empties the building.
Leaving pressurized environment.
So that was EXT. So I'm Yeah, come out at the wrong side, but it doesn't matter. Oh, it's over here. And take down the guard that comes over the catwalk, and also there. And there'll be a worker over here. I hope they won't see the body. Easier to see move, I think, like this. Okay. Yeah. And we've got a long distance kill if we want one. There may be one security guard left. Maybe.
Entering pressurized environment.
Oh,
Put that gun. Oh!
sorry, can't do that. Wow. Not a lot. Check here. And the only reason I took her out is because when I'm scanning up here, there was one time where she said, "What's going on up there?" And she came up, and so it's just to avoid that, her getting suspicious. And a little refill here if you want.
Recharging. Suit fully charged.
Yeah, the bin is always there, and more often than not, there's something in it. Okay, Commander Sauce for Biz, take care, man. Sorry, I hope I caught you in time. Didn't see the message. Right, data port first. I haven't got my Elite Dangerous Tool app running. I know it's a couple of seconds to run it, but yeah. That's okay. But when I was over here, she would be downstairs, either over there or in here. And then she'd hear me like zapping this and come up to investigate. So I decided at that point that leaving her alone was not an option. I had to take her out, which is a shame. Okay, jump over, out. So next building is over here. Oh, there's a security guard. Oh, well, no, I think it's a different one. Let's have a look. I think there's a different one here.
All clear.
Yep.
Hey, just a minute, Commander. Wanna make sure you're behaving yourself.
All right, lad. Good night. Good thing I didn't have to reload.
Entering pressurized environment.
Strange. Normally somebody in and around these corridors. Okay. Fair enough. There you are. So I'm normally exploring up here, but I'll come back up later. I don't want to be too out of sequence with my normal pattern. Space donuts, definitely not. I think space donuts are like normal donuts, except they've got a black hole. Oh, I don't know. Oh. Refill of ammo. Always pays to just go down this corridor, just check on top of these boxes. Circuit switch, I'm not really too bothered. Optical lens always looks like one of those Nikon lenses. Grenades, which I think I'm okay for. Shield projectors, okay. And then in here we have another data port you can access if you stand place. Rubbish. On top of here. Nice. Go on, take that. I might even consider taking the power generator. I don't know what it's petrified of. I haven't done it any harm. Right. Just kidding. Let's go and investigate. Now, because my pockets are getting less and less, I'm only going to take the stuff that I can trade heavy for. That would be these two. And that one as well, really. Go on, I'll take that.
You need to get them back here immediately.
Yeah, I knew you were around somewhere. Oh, yes. Data port, anything? No, zilch. That's it. That's the building cleared. Shouldn't be any more people in. This, by the way, is good for money. 100,000 for those. Californium. I don't know if it's North Californium or South Californium. Or even if that makes any sense at all. Right, out we go. And we are now left with the power building, of which I think I've already killed the guard that patrols it. And you can find a worker. There he is. I didn't get the kill. Ah, got thrown off. Yay, mid-air kill. Nice. Only took 3 bloody goes.
Entering pressurized environment.
I see you. See you moving. No, that doesn't work. Okay. And we might have somebody down here. No. There's somebody in the power room, but I'll get to them in a minute. Ooh, aerogel. Good for your air. I'll take the ionized. I'll take these two as well. Compression liquefied. Oh, I actually managed to pick up 1 or 2 grenades there. So there's 1, maybe 2 people. Normally there's a guy by the console there. Sorry about that. Empty. Angry. Hey, angry man. Didn't see you there. How you doing? Have you had any Thargoid ships show up at a base before? No, I haven't. But I think you have to be in the systems where Thargoids kind of hang out. Ooh, yeah, baby. Come on, weapon, suit, and an ionized gas. I like it. What I should have done, though, was started this off.
Power center shutdown. Power center shutdown protocol has been initiated.
I'll get that. I don't know if it's anything, but I'll get it anyway.
Transfer complete.
And get a free suit charge. Why not?
Suit fully charged.
Is it me, or is this flashier than before? Were those orange lights doing that before?
Maybe this will convince you.
Wow, looks like I missed a couple. What the hell? Where did all these buggers come from? Someone's dropped in for tea. I didn't leave that many behind, so there must have been a ship that dropped. Oh my god, what the on earth? Where did all these buggers come from? There's billions of the little gits. Where's my ship? Lovely. Where on earth did all of those come from? Not from Earth, I'm sure. You're right, I didn't turn the alarm off. I didn't do that building. I didn't do the command building because I went round the other way. I should have done the command building first. You're quite right. I completely fluked that up, didn't I? Yeah, why didn't I do the command building? That's the skimmer shooting at me. What a dick. Didn't turn the alarm off. Come on, run. Can't believe how unfit the commander is. Yeah, skimmer. Come on up close. Goes through them, doesn't it? Why are they just frozen in place? Ideally, I could do with the Dominator suit now. I didn't count the bugs. I did, however, have a crash to desktop after killing a Cobra Mark III. I'm boarding because I want my health back. Come on, come on, come on! Bloody hell. Frame rate down to 13 there, just for a second. Now what? Another drop off or not?
You won't get away!
Bastard, gave my position away. Son of a...
Shield deactivated.
Can't believe you gave my position away, you... If I hit one, will they all start moving?
No vital signs detected.
Fuck, forgot to put shields. Yeah, I didn't read the chat, Claude, first. I'm too busy inside the game to read the chat. So I'm going to redo this, and I'm going to redo it properly. See where it puts me now. Maybe up in space? 20 kilometers up? I don't know. Not sure. Let's find out. Confirm. Are you sure? Confirm. Yes, I'm sure. Okay, so that's good because we're up here now. That gives us a clean rundown. 174. That's not good. 20 kilometers would have been better, because then we could have boosted down. As it is, we've got no choice but to go this way.
Ready to engage.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, engage.
So now we have to travel a little distance away. We're looking at 33. Let's go further in. See if we can get to around 45 degrees-ish. Almost. Right, this time we'll do it the right way. Thing is, I lost all the contents of the backpack, which is the only downside to that, really. But it's okay. So, I need to be there. Not bothering with the landing pad. I probably should actually, but looks like it's in use, so I've missed my opportunity. Okay. This is a mission. I wasn't going, not a mission, but this is something I didn't want to have to repeat, but it's making me do it.
Security profile cloned. Entering pressurized environment.
Can I help you?
Why are you so close?
Okay, later, Gumbo. Hey, Blog Twat, how you doing? First impressions? I don't know. Better frame rates, but compromised by textures. Well, not textures as much, but level of detail on the modelings are I don't know how to phrase it. Losing quality. Yeah, the level at the draw distance is really low. So you don't have to step too far away from something for it to go to the next lower down quality of detail, and it's pretty crap. Is that meant to be dust on that shelf? Okay. God, like a lot of CB radios, I'm going to skip those. Die. God. More personal documents than I've got in my documents folder. I don't know. Maybe that's good. I'll take that one. I don't know if it's any use, but I'll take it. Oh, bugger off.
Transfer complete. Suit recharging. Suit fully charged.
Okay. Not even taking the metal coils now.
Pressurized environment.
Oops. Somebody just walked nearby. Yes, Rusty's revenge.
Entering restricted area. Entering pressurized environment.
It's going to pick up very specific items now. One will have those.
Leaving restricted area. Leaving pressurized environment.
And any workers are going to get screwed as well. Also in there, there's a energy packs and medical packs in there. Another refill.
Entering pressurized environment.
They're over here!
They're over here. And now you're dead. Do, do, do. I bet I don't get as many ionized gases as I did last time. Was it 2 or 3 I got? I think radioactivity data does do something, but I'll get it, and if it doesn't, Oh, I can easily get rid of it. Like I should probably get that, but I'm not going to.
Transfer complete.
Useless. Oh, God almighty.
Rusty thanks you, Bud, for your kind
Oh,
donation.
thanks, Bud.
£5. Off to a meeting later.
Okay, later, mate. Thank you, Bud. Appreciate that, as always. Very kind of you, man. And thanks for the jump scare. There's only you can time it. Well, actually, yeah. It's been timed well before, but you've got a knack. Right, so we know we want this one. Anything that's coiled up like that, take it. And any square blocks, take those. Check the bin. Nothing in it this time, okay. Check the sides. Oh, yeah, go on, take the motor. Oh yeah, carbon fiber. Chemical super base, always good. Carbon fiber plating. Kill the bugger up here.
What are you up to?
I don't know, kill people. I'd like to say I only kill bad people. That would make me some kind of galactic Dexter, but unfortunately I have to kill you all.
Leaving pressurized environment.
Okay, oops. Just spotted somebody. Stop walking so fast. You're wasting my ammo. Jesus Christ. What have I got left? 2. Okay. Well, there was some good effects going on there, I think. That part of the new VFX thing they were talking about looked pretty cool as it was landing.
Entering pressurized environment.
Where are you? It does happen sometimes that there's nobody here. And then there's just no one there. Oh. Stuff left lying around. Yeah, well, kids will do that if you're talking about a kid. Yeah, that's what they do. Thankfully, I can say that even though I messed with or played with Lego a lot when I was a kid, I don't think I've ever been the victim of standing on one. But I gather it's not pleasant. And while we're on the subject of Lego, there's no such word as Legos.
Suit recharging.
So anyone says Legos, stop saying Legos. Lego's a brand name. And the plural of Lego is Lego. Like sheep is sheep.
Downloading data.
The only reason I bring that up is because I heard somebody say it on a video a couple of days ago on YouTube. And I just wanted to jump in the screen and tell them it's not Legos. Also, check down here as well for stuff by the side of the beds. Yeah, sometimes you can get things there too. Oh, I like me some graphenes and some epoxy adhesive to stick them all together with. Good evening, Talwyn. How are you? Hey, Hans. How are you? Oh, not looking at my grandson. You'd be tripping over clothes. Well, I might be used to that.
Leaving pressurized environment.
Where am I? What building? Okay. That might not have been the wisest choice. I knew it.
Shield activated.
How did I miss that?
I will end you!
They were going to do a security scan? Really? Not today. Well, didn't even get the "I will end you" sentence out before I ended them.
Watch where you're
Hey. This didn't have to happen.
You're right. Should we cause a little bit of mayhem?
You asked for this.
That would be you that asked for it. That was quite a range that got him on. All the way over there. The blast was still enough to do him in. It's quite surprising. Nevertheless, a fine way to kill an NPC. Yes, Joachim, you're right. Nice echo. Bit of reverb going on. They do audio well, though. You know, it's one thing you can say about Francia is they do audio well. They always have done, really.
Suit fully charged.
Yeah, I was going to blow up one of the canisters in the hope that it would attract any more guards in here, if there were any left outside. I don't think I got the guy by the power plant, though, so he may still be out there. And I don't know whether explosions can be heard from outside. Did I do this one? Yeah, I did. Did upstairs. Oh, didn't fully do upstairs, though. I just killed the twerp. So, killed the twerp. There's the twerp. And... no. Gotta check. Oh, yes. Titanium plating. Always good. Out the front door.
Leaving pressurized environment.
So there may be a worker and a guard before we get to the power. So let's disarm so we don't attract attention. Wow. Did I get this guy? Can't remember. See, this is another thing, you know, what was said before about FDev deciding to despawn bodies, because I should be able to know whether, like, if I can't remember if I killed the guard that patrols the power station, that his body should still be on the ground to let me know. Ah, yes, I did do it. Okay, well, he wanders. He wanders around here. No one hears your kaboom, yeah. That's what I was hoping. Alright, well, let's just play it as though he's not here. And then when we start powering down the power center, if he comes in, it'll just be him.
Entering pressurized environment.
You're not allowed to be in here.
Power center shutdown protocol has been initiated. Shutdown protocol has been initiated.
Downloading data. Shield deactivated. Transfer complete. Suit fully charged.
Alright, oh yes. Sweetness, just like before. Triple graphenes. Damn it. Wasn't so lucky on that one. I got a weapon and a suit schematic last time. Not so lucky this time. Okay, so some housekeeping then.
Leaving pressurized environment.
Well, that clears the way out.
Entering pressurized environment. Suit fully charged.
Right, so if anybody wants to come in, then they can. I think because the alarms are down, I think it's the case that they will not react until the base goes dark. Oh, God.
Downloading data.
Oh, hold on.
Transfer complete.
Bloody building schematic. I wonder if Frontier have got plans for that at some point. Okay, we're good. Scrambler, transmitter. Okay. That's it then.
Power center shut down in 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'd like a suit engineering mod called Auto Shields, where as soon as you get attacked, it puts your shields up. Obviously not much use for a one-shot kill from a plasma, but at least If you get hit once, it automatically raises the shields of your suit.
Power center shutdown complete.
Right, so if there is one remaining guard, which I'm not sure about, but if there is, he's going to start running into here.
Leaving pressurized environment.
Oh no, I think I took care of everybody. Yeah, I think that's it. Now I've taken care of everybody. And yeah, you get a free power charge at the back of this building if you want. Right. Oh, hello. Where's that gone? Command building. Have I got the right building? Maybe it's the power building. There should be a power recharge port. It'll be off because the building's down. Could be that. It's just not rendered in because we're far away. But there is one. Man, that is really glinting off, isn't it? Man, that is bright. I wonder how the chrome paint jobs are looking now. Wow, that's very lit up, thanks to our star. Get blinded by it. Oh, flip. Did I just sit in the wrong seat? Nah, good. Alright, that's that. So I think because of the fact that we did that, I'm not going to bother with the scavenger mission, I don't think. We've definitely cleared that place. Okay, so we are 3 3/4 hours in, and I think that's going to be enough. So, Tuesday we are. Okay. Well, hopefully I can get myself back on schedule, and little rusty dog, the four-legged guy, is on the mend, and all will be good. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Certainly for Sunday, with a bit of luck. Not interested in that mission. Yeah, so there we go. That's gonna secure it for today. I'll probably stream something else for Sunday. I don't know what yet. Maybe you guys can help me decide.
3, 2, 1, engage.
But I'll get myself up into the above the orbital cruise, and then that'll be it. So, thoughts then? Well, I don't know. I think the jury's out a little bit, but I on this, the frame rates are certainly a little bit better for me. I know others are getting varying degrees of improvement, and some maybe not. But it looks like Frontier have done it by, well, as we well know, just by altering the level of detail distance. And yeah, but it's not just that as well. Yeah, it is. It's just that, but it's doing it on the models, on the lighting and shadows and stuff. It's all been affected, and they did say that shadows have been optimized. So that's optimized. Almost sounds like the word optimism, doesn't it? Like it's a good thing, but optimized in a game doesn't necessarily translate to a good thing in terms of, as we've seen, in terms of looks, graphicals. Yeah, it looks like the performance has been optimized, but to do that, they've had to make certain concessions. Whether they've gone too far, whether it's a perfect balance, remains to be seen. I guess you can judge some of it by the feedback on the forum, but I don't hold any of that as gospel too much. There's a lot of crap to go through on the forum to sort out the chaff from the you know. So yeah, the wheat from the chaff is what I was going to say. But yeah, let me know. I mean, when you guys experience it yourself, update 10 and give it a good go. Either maybe leave a comment on the stream when the video's done, or well, once the video goes public, and then if not, leave it on my Discord. Let me know how things are going for you, and maybe we'll get some kind of pattern, see if it's improving, if you're noticing that the graphics look worse, you know, the models look worse, or the textures look a little bit dodgy in places where they didn't before. So yeah, just let us know and maybe we'll collate some information. But it's okay. It's been smooth apart from the crash. In terms of stuttering, it's been minimal. Basically just that one time we approached the Ayabulu base. Other than that, really, nah, it's been smooth. You know. Yeah, I can live with it right now. Okay, so that's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed some of it, or all of it. So yeah, good night. Have a good rest of the day. And I will see you very soon for my next live stream. Until then, take care. Thanks for all the support and all that good stuff. See you then. Bye for now.